Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since I've done a major video. Down to a couple of things. The tripod that I usually filmed on broke on me. I was really annoying. I was about to film this Battle Force box behind us, which I'm going to do later, probably after this video. Broke on me, so I had to buy a new one that only came today. I also ran out of bases for like my custom like 3D printed miniatures. So I got some of the ordered bases from Hobby Haven on eBay. Some really good hobby bases from there. They do really good different size bases. Hobby Haven, really good quality bases for any sort of war game, any tabletop game. I really do like the 28mm ones. I usually use those for my bolt action, for like smaller, maybe like sort of guard or soldier infantry. I usually use these for. Obviously, I've got a few of the 32mm ones as well that I use for like bigger units, like Space Marine sized, as well as a couple of like, they do like 80mm, they do 100mm. I've got one of those as well. They're really good sizes, and it's really used for any project really. But yeah, I'm here with another Sci-Fi Mystery box. Well, it was a Sci-Fi Mystery box, this one, but this one I got to choose what I had, because the previous one that I got, I had to get a replacement. They sent two of the models I already got. Only one of them was new, as well as supposed to be 4 miniatures, since I upgraded my the subscription. You can change it now, so like 3 miniatures, you can have 4 miniatures, so I did that. So you know, just to get more armies or more units for my armies and whatnot. And also they had like a free miniature. So basically what happened was the 3D miniature was not printed properly. It was damaged. I couldn't really use it. So I put a complaint in saying, look, some of these miniatures I've already got, which is supposed to be no doubles guarantee. So I did that. They reached out and said, "Oh, pick any 4 miniatures that I wanted along with the free one." So I've picked some. I don't need that. That's the thingy. I picked some HellDivers. Yeah, HellDivers 2 is a massive game that I've been playing. I love HellDivers 2. It's one of my favourite games that I've played for a long time. I really like the sci-fi universe. It sort of connects with the 40k, as well as Star Wars and Halo. There's actually a Halo War Bond, which I got one of my previous boxes. I got the ODST, which is actually in the game, which is cool. So yeah, I got one of those, but I chose a couple of the normal HellDivers and a couple of the special ones, as well as the Thief Trooper. But yes, HellDivers is such a great game. I do recommend it if you're really into like fighting like endless armies or like going like big objectives. My favorite enemy in that is probably going to be the automatons, because they're like the Terminators and like the Necrons. They're really cool. Various different types of units. They've got tanks. They've got gunships. They've got these big walkers that like AT-ATs that are factory striders, as well as the cyborgs that are now in it with big massive Vox engines, which are like god tier machines with loads of different weapons. It's really cool. But yeah, I got some of these. So if you're not familiarised with HellDivers, these are one of the... Just turn this on. This is one of the standard HellDivers. So this one is with the rocket launcher. I thought it'd be quite cool to have a unique one with a rocket launcher, because I can use it to blow up whatever 3D overprinted miniatures. I've got a few of the 3D printed automatons from Etsy. They do all the units there as well, HellDivers, which I plan to get quite a lot of them. So yeah, this one is the I believe that is, what's the name of the rocket launcher now? I think it's the self-loading one. I think it's called the self-loading rifle or something like that. Basically, you can just put like one shell in, you put like a backpack on, and you can just shoot at any tanks, anti-tanks. It literally destroys almost everything. Really good piece. But yeah, I really like this trooper. It looks so cool. There's a few support bits that I need to cut off, but that's not too difficult. Can always do that. As well as the normal one, which is this guy. he is the sort of average Helldiver. So he's got the like the standard assault rifle that most of them you use when you first start the game. With the cape as well. I can't wait to try and like do different patterns on the capes and stuff. Well, I might do these two as standard Helldivers. Standard Helldivers are usually just like black and yellow, which shouldn't be too hard to like replicate off a picture or see how other people have painted theirs. So yeah, this guy's fairly decent. He's got like a really cool pose where he's like stood there with like the assault rifle near his hips, like hip firing. It's really cool. The next one is a Thief Trooper. Or I'll do him last actually. This is one of the golden ones. You get this armor if you get the special edition of it. You get this armor with it. It's like gold. I think it's like gold and black. And he's got these weird like wings on the helmet. It's really cool. Well, this one has got like a flamethrower. I thought it was quite interesting to have or quite cool to have each one with like a different weapon or a different unit just to start off with, and then I can get more of the same ones afterwards to make various squads of different. They do like war bonds in the game, so you can have like there's different war bonds. There's one based off of World War One war bond, like a trench division. There's ones based off like a desert. There's ones like really good at fighting against bugs with like desert gear. There's a police themed one. There's what else is there's quite a few actually. There's a truth enforcer, which is like the commissars from like Warhammer 40k. That's a good war bond. There's like the red ones. They've all done miniatures of these ones, so I'll definitely get some more and explain more of the lore when I get more of these. But yeah, so yeah, this is like the special one. I forgot what the name of the armor is, but it'd be quite cool to do like the gold trim on the helmet and stuff, as well as the cape as well. It's really cool. And the last one are like the standard like forces, like just like the average soldiers in Helldivers. They're called the Thief Troopers. They're sort of like just like normal military guys that protect the planet, similar to like Astra Militarum. They're like Cadians, or just normal guard. They sort of sacrifice themselves and they die quite a lot in the game as well. This one's got an assault rifle and a rocket launcher, which would be quite cool to do. But yeah, I really like the way they look because their armor's like blue and white with a little bit of black. Really cool looking armor. I plan to get a few of these and just like have them fighting off against the automatons while the Helldivers do like they could distract the automatons while the Helldivers do like their own missions, destroy bases and stuff. Which I do believe there is like rules for that as well, which would be quite cool. But yeah, really cool looking miniature. The helmet, the visor. He's wearing like a mask as well. Really cool looking Milsim type of troopers. I really wish they did like a. There is one, I think you had to pre-order the game to get this like Scifi looking Helldiver, but I really hope they re-release that at some point because I missed out on that. But yeah, really cool. And the last one is the one that I got replaced because it was damaged. It's like a cyberpunk themed one, like a sort of trooper or law enforcement. I'm just going to use it as like maybe like law enforcement, get a couple more, or make them like mercenaries. I haven't really decided yet. Just some like planetary force or something that are guarding like a complex or like something like that, a complex or a factory or something like that. I feel quite cool because they are quite robotic, and I think they're like cyborgs. I think they are pretty much just cyborgs. But yeah, really cool looking detail on this as well. They've done a few different poses for this guy, but I plan to fix the other one as well. I might have to use a bit of green stuff to fix the arm and sculpt the arm a little bit, but I think I can do it. And yeah, it'd be cool to have a couple of these and just like patrolling around for like different sci-fi scenarios. So yeah, what I'll do now is I'll put these on the bases and then we'll scale them up to some of the other miniatures. So here is a scale comparison with Warhammer 40,000 Krieg, Death Corps of Krieg and the Helldivers. So with these, the Helldivers are actually quite bigger, but I think this is just because these particular Krieg are like kneeling down or doing like a pose. compared to like the Commissar, for instance. They're quite big. Well, I know obviously they're on like bases and stuff as well. So they are quite big units. I'm guessing like if they're like good like Kazakin would be bigger. Same with like the Siege Trooper. Siege Trooper's quite small, so yeah, the Siege Trooper's still quite big, but it's a lot smaller than the HellDivers. Yeah, a little bit, but obviously with tabletop gaming, from a distance you can't really tell, because you know, even they're all sort of the same size, obviously with different. It's supposed to be both 32 millimeters, but yeah, it's fine for gaming purposes. It's a very minute difference. So here is a HellDiver with an automaton, which is another 3D printed one from Etsy. Yeah, pretty much the same size, which is not too bad. You also have a ODST, same size again, which is cool. They fit really well with the sort of HellDivers game with certain miniatures, which is going to be quite cool. You have the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator. Sorry, Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator. You got him, and then a normal Terminator, also the same size, which is great. Siege Trooper there, a little bit smaller. About the same size, head to head with Automaton. So there is the scale with a Space Marine. Just a little bit smaller head-wise, but yeah, just a little bit smaller. The Space Marine's a bit more chunkier. But next to a Terminator, quite a big difference. The Terminator does kind of dwarf it, but yeah, a little bit. I think it's just a little bit smaller than the Space Marine, but that's just because of the 32mm scale. Yeah, with Guard, they are a lot more smaller, but obviously, unlike the Siege Troopers, the HellDivers are more like elite anyway. But I don't think it would play too much. I mean, look, you can tell, like, if I was to measure here from there, yeah, the Space Marine head is a lot bigger. But it doesn't really make much difference. I mean, yeah, ideally they should be smaller, but with it being 32mm, it's kind of difficult anyway, because certain scales, I mean, 28mm can be a lot smaller, which these are not, which is good. But yeah, there you go. There's the scale option for pretty much everything you could pretty much team them with, which I cannot wait for the 40k War Bond that comes out on HellDivers soon. So that's it for this month's Sci-Fi Mystery Box. I will be getting another one quite soon, hopefully, at the end of this month. So I'll be doing that one as well for this month, actually. I think the one was for last month, this one's for this month. Though I did have to put it on pause, just to do with billing dates and that stuff. But yeah, I cannot wait to get more HellDiver miniatures. I plan to get some of the Terminators as well as some of the bigger automaton units that they do, especially Hulks. It'd be so cool to get 2 of the Hulks. As well as some of the Squids. They do like the Voteless. They also do some of the Overseers. They haven't done any of the new Striders yet. And also I'd love to get some of the Cyborgs as well. They actually do the big Vox engine. That would be really cool to paint as like a big challenge, like a big unit. But yeah, so yeah, there'll definitely be some more HellDivers as well, different war bonds or different. I'd make different squads together. Maybe like a squad of 4 we could do every mission. Everyone could be unique. So it's definitely cool. Definitely some more replayability. If you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.